Wolfman. Wolfman is the new. Who even stars in this film? Julie Garner. Right, Julie Garner. It's the new Julie Garner film starring Julie Garner. Directed by Lee Winnell. And yeah, this is the sort of universal sort of monster university thing they've got. This is the werewolfy one. So a family at a remote farmhouse is attacked by an unseen animal. As the night stretches on, the father begins to transform into something unrecognizable. A wolf, apparently. So, what did I think of this film? It's quite fun. The film was fun, like, was I expecting it to be as good as the director's previous film, The Invisible Man? Not really. That was like lightning in a bottle. That was a really wonderful film. And the adverts for this didn't look like it was going to be as good as that. So, I had my hopes tempered. I was like, this is probably going to be quite good. And yeah, it was quite fun. A few jump scares, some good acting, just a great beginning as well. Like, there's these long shots through the sort of the scope of a gun, and it's so limited, that scope, that you're just like, anything can jump out at me at any moment. So there's lots of like, I'm just waiting for the jump scare. And yeah, the acting, I would say, from the actor who has to turn into the wolf, really, really great acting, and a fun sort of crazy car crash where this car seems to crash, but somehow ends up in the top of a tree. I don't really know how that happened. A bit strange, but good car crash. I will say, there's not quite enough wolf man in this film. Like, I don't know, like, he kind of he very slowly turns into the wolf, and that's good. Like, I like that, but it feels like he never ever sort of fully finishes the transformation, if I'm honest with you. And yeah, you don't really see it that much. So there's that bit. I will say, really creative sort of sound design. There's a moment in the film where he can hear this huge sort of like banging upstairs in this house, this terrifying house that he's in, and he goes up and he opens the door, and it's just a spider walking up the wall, but it's making this huge noise because obviously his senses are getting heightened. And that was really great. There's a bit where he can no longer understand human words, like human English words, and sort of the film will sort of be from his perspective, and it's quite like, it's like light, and the family are talking gibberish to him, and you can see they're trying to communicate, but they're just like, it's like that, and he can't understand. And then the camera will sort of spin around very slowly, and everything will dim down, and then it'll be from the family's perspective in the nighttime, and they're talking, and they can't understand him. So yeah, really, really fun, interesting, unique sort of sound ideas, I guess. And this is a rule I have, really, for horror films and comedies. I'll forgive anything in a comedy, in terms of story, in terms of acting, in terms of I'll basically forgive anything if it makes me laugh. If the comedy has me laughing, it's a thumbs up comedy for me, And the same with a horror film. I don't care if the acting's that bad, if the story doesn't make any sense, if it scares me, if I get chills, that's a thumbs up horror film for me. And I have to say, this film wasn't very scary at all. It was kind of fun, like I say. I guess it all sort of happened a bit too quickly. It's all in like one night that this happens, just this one evening. And yeah, it happens really quickly, and yeah, it just didn't feel too scary for me, which was a shame, really. So, that's a markdown from me. But apart from that, I will say, not an awful film. It wasn't like last year's fucking, the one where the swimming pool would eat people, Night Swim. That was awful. But yeah, just this one was just mediocre, quite good. Might watch it again, who knows? Maybe I won't. But Wolfman, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. I'd like to know your opinion. But yeah, that's just what it was.